Assalamu alaikum. I'm joined by Mr. Rashid Iqbal, who is heading Pak Britain Business Council. Welcome to Pakistan and welcome to Pakistan Travel Mart.
Thank you so much for having me. Pleasure.
Okay, so you have been with us for the couple of years now, and we are good partners working together for promotion of Pakistan tourism industry. You being from UK, but a Pakistani by heart and born and raised here, but living there. What do you miss about Pakistan? And I want to say it. What do you miss? What do you miss that? What is not uh, possible that we can't do? Like everything is possible here, yet we are missing up on promoting Pakistan as a full-fledged destination in tourism. Yet we are lagging behind. So, what are the possible reasons for it?
Okay, first of all, yes, there are challenges. What the way there is a saying that you have the best of both worlds. So I'm
Right.
really fortunate to have the best of both worlds. I was born in Karachi, but raised in UK throughout my life. I've been in UK since my childhood. So I believe there is a lot that we could learn from both countries.
Right.
So therefore, but there are challenges in terms of the trade volume, or in terms of how we can improve how we can improve our exposure, or the PTM's exposure in UK. I say seeing is believing. So, and as there's a saying in Urdu, "Jo dikhta hai, wo bikhta hai." So therefore, I believe it's important that we do number of events in UK, and because UK is a gateway to the European, and it's essential, it's pertinent to the work that we do, that we connect you with the right people. And there's WTM, which is the World Travel Mart, that takes place every year.
Right.
In the month of November. So therefore, on the sideline of the WTM, it's very important that we have the PTM delegates who come to UK, where we could actually provide them with linkages.
Right.
And throughout the UK, we could host a number of road shows and make more connectivity.
So last year we had a roadshow in London and we tested the appetite of the UK businessmen and the businesses for doing business in Pakistan. And that gave us a very clear, loud signal
Yeah.
that people are so much interested in doing business with the Pakistan counterparts. And I think this kind of activity needs to strengthen.
Yeah.
And as you rightly mentioned, the collaboration,
Yeah.
partnership, doing the targeted marketing and events in these markets can really help us
Yeah.
get the word out to the relevant organizations
Yes.
and doing the businesses there. So, what is the mandate of Park Britain Business Council? What does it do?
So, being the chief executive of the Pakistan Britain Business Council, our role is very simple.
Right.
We were established by the heads of both UK and Pakistan government, and based on the fact that we've been given the official mandate to promote bilateral trade between the two countries and to soften the image of Pakistan. That's our official mandate.
Okay.
But our slogan is securing deliverables. What do we mean by that? What we mean by that, we are different to other business councils in the sense that where there's a compelling argument, where there's a compelling need, we will look at the priority sectors of Pakistan, or whether in UK, we will look at the priority sectors, and where there is this compelling need, we will try and create the projects ourselves, populate the board, bring in the investors, and literally we take a back seat so that the whole project takes off, and we work on different projects. So
Over
that's
the years,
the
yes.
difference.
So over the years, I've seen that the focus of BBC is increasing on tourism industry, on promotion of it. So that means you see the potential and you see what is lacking. You know the ins and outs of the entire industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My biggest challenge is that we should not politicize the trade.
Right.
If the trade it somewhat gets politicized, then obviously the trade would be affected.
Right.
And
Right.
so there are huge business opportunities in Pakistan, but I think we are not selling Pakistan in the way we should be selling Pakistan. And the way to do that, as I mentioned earlier, the number of roadshows, number of conferences, trade conferences, and obviously regular webinars and interaction. And also, I think it's important that each time we come to Pakistan with a delegation, we need to have similar roadshows or events so that we could create business-to-business marriages, and it's much easier. And also, we need to understand that we need to do a lot of R&D, the market research, and provide whatever support we can provide in terms of setting up a business, whether in Pakistan, whether in UK. So we have the one-stop shop within the PBBC that we could actually help to promote the business on both sides.
So you are an expatriate as well, and I want to know how difficult it is to do business with Pakistan, because I don't want to be highlighting only the positives of it, and this is about the critique in a sense that can construct something positive.
Yeah.
In a way. So, being an expatriate, what challenges do you face when you are trying to interact with the business counterparts in Pakistan, and how would you want that to be addressed properly?
Right. So it's important that we work with our stakeholders. The stakeholders are obviously those who have been given the they are the government organ, and we have to work very closely with the government organ, and we have to make sure that there is a regular communication. And I've often, you probably heard me say this, and you probably can quote me, but it takes two to tango, but it's a challenge, and we need to be working close as a glove in hand. And in terms of the regular communication, we need to have we have communication, and then we have commitment, coordination, and follow up. It's all very good having discussions and discussion forums, but we need to follow things up, because once we've introduced the businesses, we have a talking workshop, and all of a sudden everybody goes their way, and there's nothing to follow up on.
I would like to give here the example of one of the forums that is exactly doing what you are telling.
Yes.
And that's why the development is happening. Like TIFA, we need to adopt and learn from other projects as well, other forums as well. You have rightly mentioned that just doing the talk is not enough.
Yeah.
Following up has to be done. And I think probably that's the reason why do some projects fail and why do some projects succeed is because of the follow-ups.
Yes.
So as I mentioned about this example of TIFA, and comparing it here, because so we can learn from them.
Of course.
What else do you have to say about other things besides the tourism industry? What else business you do in terms of promotion for the Pakistan and Britain
Right.
countries?
So we have a sector-specific team within Pakistan and in UK.
Okay.
So, as I mentioned to you earlier, we're not just about hot dinners and photo shoots. So where there's a compelling need, we will try and involve ourselves and to find out and to resolve any issues, even conflict, business conflicts, conflict resolution that we provide. And to give you an example, there have been a number of cases where goods from, there are rogue traders in both sides. And we have come across on some of the rogue traders in Pakistan, as well as in UK as well. There are rogue traders and everywhere. But PBBC is a platform where people could be rest assured that PBBC will leave no stone unturned, and we are there for them. And I honestly, personally, this is my passion. I have put heart and soul within PBBC, and to work closely with every single businesses who approach us, and we will try and iron out any issues they may have. And to give you an example, there was a lady who's been buying goods, leather goods from Pakistan, and she had a client in Germany, and first one or two occasions, she's had a good load of good quality container loads of leather goods, but the third and the fourth consignment that arrived was of shoddy nature.
Right.
And because of that, that obviously that lady was very much put off by the fact that she wanted to go and give business to other countries. But luckily, because these are isolated cases, overall Pakistan is open to businesses. Pakistan has huge potential in the sense, it's a third or fourth largest as being English speaking nation, and the fact that the size of the population, there's a whole lot of consumer market, and the fact that the quality of products is at par with any international manufacturing that we see. So I think there are huge potentials. I mean, I can give you an example of somebody in UK, a supplier of pink salt from Pakistan.
Yes.
To a company in UK, they hadn't paid them up, and so this company kept on fighting to receive some payments, and they hadn't paid. And the company in UK had actually changed the name and changed the management, and they hadn't paid up. So we were approached. And the other thing we need to highlight is given that we are a membership driven organization, given that other organizations may have been given the funding, and the fact that it's ironic that our team members are all volunteers. The fact that we have achieved wonders, and we have achieved so many goals that we've set out to do. And to be very honest, compare this to those organizations who are funded. I think we have achieved wonders. If we were to be compared with oranges and apples, or pears and apples, then I think we will come out on top, for the fact that we've had no funding from any of the government. The fact that we work very closely with the government, and the government does support us. We have a good relationship, but I think had we had some funding, I think we could do more wonders.
You can do more and wonders.
We can do more.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your presence here in the podcast. I wish you best of luck for your future endeavors, and let's do what we are doing together.
Yeah, so I'm just on the finishing note. I think it's very important that we continue the journey, and we need to work closely together, and because the travel and tourism is just one part. There are many industries that we tackle, and I think travel and tourism is close to my heart. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.